Hey, Bonaduce in the morning on Big 105, best mix of music of the 80s and 90s. I wonder if I'm actually supposed to say that. I don't want to sound too much like a disc jockey, but it's pretty much true, although I don't much like that song just then. But I understand other people do it, and I'm only here for you. Anyway, it is 8:21 at Big 105. What is the deal? How do you pronounce this lady's last name?
Wilderstein.
Wilderstein. They've got her in the paper today. I believe this is the Post. Next to, I don't want to be mean to her, because it turns out, in my opinion, and I want to make that clear, in my opinion, it turns out that she's crazy. I didn't know that. And I still don't know it. Now I think it, okay? For all the lawyers that are listening at home. I said the poor woman, you know, she just overdid it. She got addicted. She just overdid it. And Heather informed me that she actually wanted to look like that.
Her husband, or her ex-to-be husband, said that she wanted to look like a cat.
The second you said that,
you said, oh, yeah.
I said, who would do this to that poor woman? What man, what kind of doctor would let a woman come in and continue to get facelifts till her face did that? But now that I see she wanted to look like a cat, he is a great plastic surgeon. That is exactly what she looks like.
Yeah, she does.
They actually had to get, she's next to a leopard in the photograph, and if you look closely, it is just a stuffed head, because they couldn't get an actual leopard to stand next to her.
Just look at her eyes. I mean, they're just...
Right, that's what I was saying. It's a man.
It's like a cat.
The point. Right?
Exactly.
Very nicely said.
You like that. I'm just so quick.
Thank you. So that is amazing. It reminds me, and I feel bad for her, and I would never make fun of people that have had plastic surgery. I've had plastic surgery. Mm-hmm. I had a liposuction for free. Thank you. My wife has had her breasts lifted and put back into place and enlarged. And they're very nice, by the way. I'd just like to point that out. So I'm a huge fan of plastic surgery. Anything drops on me via gravity, I'm having it fixed. I'm a huge fan of plastic surgery, and at 38 years old, I think by the time I'm 70 and things really start to go, I mean, livers, kidneys, lungs, that stuff, you're going to be able to pull into a place much like Jiffy Lube and just go, yeah, a kidney, please, while you wait service. That's around the corner, that kind of stuff. But I need people to fax me if you have a plastic surgeon that you really like. I do a segment on the show. I've done it for years, and it's very popular, and it's very interesting, and it's sometimes very funny. If you have a plastic surgeon you would like to nominate to be the show's official plastic surgeon to do a segment on the show, maybe once a month or so, called Ask the Plastic Surgeon. He should be relatively young for a doctor, or she. I've never done it with a she. That'd be interesting too. Yeah. Relatively young for a doctor, articulate, fun-loving, that kind of thing, and happens to be a good plastic surgeon, and they can be our plastic surgeon for, of course, Ask the Plastic Surgeon. If you have one with a phone number, we'd like to call him, get in contact with he or she. Our fax number is 212-869-FAX. That's 212-869-FAX. Please fax us now. It is 8:24. Let's take a look at the weather.
It's going to be cloudy this morning. Rain and sleet coming, though, this afternoon. We may see some snow north and west of the city. Highs will be around 40. Tonight, very windy. Hold on to that hat. More rain and sleet. There's even a coastal flood watch and high wind advisory in effect for tonight. Lows around 35. More wind and wet stuff tomorrow. High of 40. Right now in Midtown, it's 40 degrees on New York's new Big 105.
Now listen to this. The most powerful winter event is going on now. That's right. Princeton Ski Shop's giant stadium ski show and sale is going on right now. And there's never been anything like it. Imagine the Giants football stadium packed with the finest ski, snowboard, and winter wear equipment and accessories, inline skates, and now even a huge golf section. And everything's reduced to liquidation prices. $200 ski pants for only $19.95. Winter parkas for only $29.95. Solomon quad bindings regularly $180, now just $59.95. 100% silk thermal sold for $60, now just $9.95 plus more. $100 insulated overalls for only $19.95. Choose from thousands of skis and snowboards and get free Hunter Mountain lift tickets and more. $200 rollerblade TRS skates for only $69.95. And now for the first time ever, save up to 50, 60, even 70% off on over $1 million of golf equipment and accessories. Only at Princeton's Giant Stadium Ski, Snowboard, and Winter Wear Sale. Open until midnight every night. Free admission. For information, call 1-800-ALL-SKIS.
Appearing tonight live, Gel. This Valentine's Day, give a gift that won't be seen in every storefront or stockpiled on shelves. Why not turn last year's response of "that's nice" to this year's response, "I love it"? Call 1-800-I-LOVE-IT extension 105 and order a personalized teddy bear made exclusively for your Valentine. You'll melt her heart because you kept it personal, romantic, and fun. Only 1-800-I-LOVE-IT teddy bears are dressed in a custom sweater that includes your sweetheart's name or personal message. This patented process is so unique that each sweater is made one at a time. You're sure to score big this Valentine's Day with your 1-800-I-LOVE-IT large teddy bear. there, starting at $29.95 plus shipping and handling. So whether you're looking to keep the passion burning, rekindle some old flames, or create a special moment, call right now, 1-800-I-LOVE-IT, extension 105, and let the romance begin. That's 1-800-I-LOVEIT. Make it a Valentine's to remember. Call 1-800-I-LOVE-IT, and don't forget to mention extension 105.
Imagine being able to tell who's calling before you even pick up the phone.
Mom, it's Maisie Webb.
I'll get it. Hi, Maisie.
With Bell Atlantic Caller ID, you can do just that.
Dad, it's the plumber.
Let it go, hon. The number's on the box. I've got to see this play.
The Caller ID box also stores the name and number of up to 25 calls, so you'll know who's called, even if they didn't leave a message.
Matthew, it's Lynn Wallquist. Should I get it?
No, I'll get it. Hi, hello? Lit?
Now you can get a free connection and the Caller ID box at no extra cost when you order during Bell Atlantic Simple Savings Days. Call toll-free 1-888-989-BELL to order Caller ID today.
It's my teacher. I bet she found the frog.
Who is it, honey?
Can we talk, Mom?
Call 1-888-989-BELL for Caller ID and get a free connection in the Caller ID box at no extra cost. Calling certificate option available to be applied to your Bell Atlantic bill. Bill credit option applies in New Jersey. Offer available to first-time Caller ID subscribers only. Caller ID is available in most areas. Not all calls identified. Monthly service charge applies. Offer ends April 12th.
Hello.
Honey, I have gone and done it.
You bought another car?
And already, I feel different.
Are we talking silicone?
We're talking platinum, Hank.
Not another credit card.
Platinum Plus certified. Take a listen.
You can go your own way.
Discover the artists of our lifetime with the best music of the past 3 decades. Now you can own the Platinum Plus Certified Collection. The Mac is back in Platinum. Million-selling songwriting from Tracy Chapman. Pure Platinum from Hootie and the Blowfish. The best music of the past 3 decades. Platinum Plus Certified.
Oh, wait. I just had to buy the whole collection. Now we own them all.
That's it. I'm calling my lawyer.
Look for the Platinum Plus logo at all Borders locations.
Danny Bonaduce in the morning, and the best music mix of the 80s and 90s on New York's new Big 105.
8:32, Danny Bonaduce in the mornings at Big 105. We have Robert Cuccioli, that is the really handsome guy from Jekyll and Hyde, coming in about 10 minutes. This, you seen this guy? He sang at our big premiere party.
Oh, yeah?
I actually, and he sings loud too, but over his singing, I was able to hear this in several different spots of the room. I swear to God, you can actually hear that happening. It was really weird.
It was the sound of swooning.
Swooning. I've got it written right there. Did you know women swoon? I got it.
I know.
Robert's coming up in just a little while. Let's take a quick look at weather, shall we?
All right, it's going to be cloudy this morning. Rain and sleet coming this afternoon. We may get some snow north and west of the city. Highs will be around 40. Very windy tonight. A coastal flood watch in effect. Lows around 35. More wind and wet stuff coming tomorrow. And a high of 40. Right now in Midtown, 40 degrees on New York's new Big 105.
Is there a card? Wow. This is very nice. I like the talent search. It's got...
Look at
Can
that.
I just tell you something here? Gifts is a very good idea. I mean, I don't have the final vote, but I have a vote.
Works well.
What I don't have is a really nice watch. I just like to point that out. You know, I mean, like I said, I can't guarantee you a thing, but I do get a vote. And if you were good in the first place, and it maybe took a little thing to tip you in, candy's good. I want you to know. So somebody sent me flowers. I don't know who yet, but I will get right to it. And several phone messages that, you know, if I call you up and you say, hey, I happen to know where you can get a watch free, might help. I can't guarantee you. I see JP. I don't think you can do it, man. I think they're out to get you here because we've been having meetings about you.
They know who I am.
Yeah, you're not talking that much on the radio, but apparently Adam hates it, whatever it is. I'm kidding. You're wonderful.
I'm jumping off the boat.
Make sure you come on out. It's a week from today at Comedy Nation, 1626 Broadway at 49th Street. We're holding a gigantic talent search for several people to be on the show in several different capacities, as well as looking for talent in general that we can use on this here show to make it more entertaining. Coming up on the show, the star of Jekyll and Hyde, Robert Cuccioli, right here on Big 105. Big 105, it is 8:47. Danny Bonaduce in the mornings with some temps. I don't know what I'm supposed to say. It just sounds weird, man. I just feel really weird. Danny Bonaduce in the mornings. There's people in this room. I'm looking around the paper. This is so cool. David Lee Roth apparently went out ice skating right down the street, broke his wrist, said there was a bunch of little girls staring at him, and he went out to, be a show off and broke his wrist. That is New York. When you can see any member or ex-member of Van Halen fall down on ice. That is all. I have decided I will not be an official New Yorker. There are two things I need. One is really obscure, and one I have already done. Not obscure, but just a weird little obsession I'm having. There were two things I wanted to do, one of which was become a member of Crunch Fitness. That I had to do. I'd watch it on TV every night and all those really happy people dancing. So I joined there. I'm good to go there. I'm already there. I've never been, but I joined. Joined on up. And I need, this is going to sound so stupid, I need to bump in to Cyndi Lauper. I know that sounds really weird, but I had a dream about her the night I moved here. And then when I was leaving and going to the airport, they played a song about her. They played Girls Just Want to Have Fun. And I have decided that I'm going to bump into her casually on the street. She has a kid, I have a kid, and we're going to become chums.
Really?
That's my thing. I need to join Crunch Fitness, which I've done, and be pals with Cyndi Lauper, and then I'm an official New Yorker. And if a bunch of little girls can see David Lee Roth fall on ice and break his arm, I can certainly have lunch with Cyndi Lauper.
You could.
Why not?
All right, so that's my thing. That I'm not going to stalk her, anything. That's just rude. But I'm gonna walk around, places I've heard she goes, and then act like all innocent. Oh, Cyndi Lauper, how are you?
Fancy meeting you.
Nice to see you. Yeah. I really love your work. Bye. And then she'll really want to be friends, and she'll call me. That's what'll happen. All right, that's my little fantasy world. Our phone number is 1-800-464-9105. That's 1-800-464-9105. Coming up, Robert Guccioli, the star of Jekyll and Hyde. Next, at Big 105.
In today's competitive workplace, you need the right credentials to stand out, to come up with the right ideas, ask the right questions, and know the right answers. But to get the right credentials, you have to make the right move at the right time. And the time is now to call New York University's School of Continuing Education. They've got more than 2,000 of the right courses, degrees, and professional programs to choose from the business of art to the art of business. From the fast-paced world of publishing to the cutting-edge world of digital technologies, taught by the right instructors to give you the right credentials. Classes are filling up fast, so you better call right now. For a free spring bulletin, call New York University's School of Continuing Education at 1-800-FIND-NYU, extension 7.
Stand out this spring at NYU's School of Continuing Education. Classes begin this week, but there's still time to register. Come down to Shimkin Hall at 50 West 4th Street after 12 noon, Monday through Friday, and register. Don't wait. Register today.
My 9-year-old is awake before I am every day. He races downstairs and watches sports highlight shows until it's time for him to go to school. By the time I get up, he knows everything that's happened the night before. And it's a wonderful way for him to start the day. A wonderful soundtrack for both of us. But lately there are too many mornings when I'm afraid of what he's watching. There are too many stories about the abuse of drugs, the abuse of women, abuse of these charmed lives that thrill us all. At its best, sports still makes kids want to reach for the sky. It shouldn't make me want to reach for the remote control. We have this new rating system for television, the kind we've had in the movies for years. Soon we're going to have to do the same in sports.
Mike Lupica penned this commentary aboard Amtrak's Metroliner. Further proof that you can be far more productive when you're sitting in total comfort instead of endless traffic. 15 departures a day between New York and Washington. Amtrak's Metroliner, the smarter shuttle. Call your travel agent or Amtrak at 1-800-USA-RAIL.
Lost at sea for 20 days.
Water. I can't go on. A ship? I gotta get where are the oars? Over here!
I'll throw down a ladder and strap on. Here, grab my hand.
Thank you.
Ooh, nice breath. Breath savers?
Even if it's been a while since your last breath saver, don't worry. Chances are the last one you took is still working. Breath savers. Works even after the mint is gone.
WNSR New York.
The Pentagon, good morning.
Yeah, hello. You guys know all kinds of things, right?
Primarily defense, sir, but yes, the Pentagon is home to all kinds of knowledge.
Yeah, well, here's something maybe you didn't know. We've got your boy Johnny here.
Yeah.
And we're not letting him go until you tell us how he knows what he knows.
You've kidnapped a Pentagon employee, sir?
That's right. Hey, say something, Johnny.
Yeah, go on.
Sir, is Johnny gagged?
No, we got tape over his mouth.
Yeah.
But you're pretty good, Sergeant.
I'm not a sergeant. Could you take the tape off his mouth, please?
Ha! Right.
Nice dry fitter, Ollie.
I can't understand him with the tape over his mouth, sir.
Well, that's the whole idea, isn't it?
Unless you take the tape off his mouth, I'm going to have to hang up, sir.
Yeah, right.
I'm serious.
Listen, Commando, you better stop messing around and start talking, or maybe we'll hang up on you.
Hello?
New intelligent channels that connect search results with products, services, and communities make InfoSeek the best resource on the internet. Infoseek.com.
Once you know, you know.
It's Danny Bonaduce in the morning on New York's new Big 105.
Danny Bonaduce in the morning at Big 105, 8:57, and Robert Cuccioli is in the house, and the swooning has started already. They're swooning. You don't see a lot of swooning these days, and people are swooning. We'll do a quick check of the weather, play us tune, and we'll get Robert, star of Jekyll and Hyde, right here in studio. Go ahead, Heather.
Well, it's going to be cloudy this morning. Rain and sleet coming by noontime, and we may see some snow north and west of the city. Highs around 40. Tonight, very windy, more rain and sleet, lows around 35. And tomorrow, more wind, more wet stuff, and a high of 40. Right now, in Midtown, it's 40 degrees on New York's new Big 105.
Congratulations.
Welcome.
You've discovered New York's brand new radio station, the new Big 105. Big 105 is the only radio station specializing in the best music mix of the 80s and 90s. It's the New York mix that picks you up and keeps you going.
Big 105, New York, New York.
This ain't no disco.
Ladies and gentlemen, the one, the only, Robert Cuccioli. Hit it, let's hear it. Oh, you can't go. You have to have your themes. I had to live for 25 years with Come On, Get Happy. So let's listen to this.
Hey, I had to live with it too.
Sorry. This is where the swooning started. Right here.
Every endeavor.
Right there, you heard a little.
I've made ever is coming.
It's a beautiful song. It's a beautiful song.
Yeah. Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, the star of Jekyll and Hyde, Robert Cuccioli. How are you?
I'm great. How you doing?
Good to see you.
It's good to be here.
I owe you a big thank you. We had a big debut of the Big 105 radio station, and we were trying to think what can make this event special, and they came up with you singing This Is the Moment for a handful of people, 100 people. Have you ever done that before?
Well, not a situation like that before.
How did we get you?
Huh? You asked?
Really? That's nice of you, man.
I'm a cheap date. What can I say?
Because you're like, I don't mean to put you on the spot or make you feel uncomfortable, but you're like the hottest ticket in guy studness in New York right now. You're aware of that, right?
Well, I don't know. Okay.
See, you don't have to be conceited to be aware of it. It says so in magazines and stuff.
So I've been told.
Yeah. Oh, trust me, I did the research. And by the way, I've said this often. I am in touch with my feminine side. You are a cutie pie.
Oh, thank you, dear.
You are ruggedly handsome. I might swoon.
It's a little early in the morning for that. But.
So how did you get the job in Jekyll and Hyde? Because you've been an actor and a singer for a long time, but not in the beginning. Weren't you in finance?
Yeah. Well, I've been in this business for about 15 years.
Yeah.
And prior to that, I went to school for finance. I graduated St. John's University with a BS and all that kind of stuff.
Cool.
And I worked for E.F. Hutton for about 3 years. When I graduated college, I had done theater through high school and college, community theater, whatever. And
did you stop when you were doing finance? You didn't do anything, or did you do it on the side?
No, I did it on the side. I did community theater and had a 50s rock band and all that kind of stuff. And I never thought of doing it as a career. I never even thought it was a career.
That's it. We have so much in common, except I was a kid. I was in, that musical show, and then I ended up doing community service. 750 hours, I think, is what they gave me. Actually, God, we're just so close.
It's kind of the same thing.
So how do you go from that to being, aside from the fact that your voice is just beautiful, so it's not a fluke that you get the jobs, but how do you go from being a guy that works in E.F. Hutton to being the star on Broadway?
Well, it took 15 years in between, but I always sang. I used to sing when I cut the lawn, just so people would drown me out. I never really, I never wanted to let anybody know what I did. So, I don't know, I just thought it was something I really wanted to do, and I said, if I don't try this, I'll regret it all my life.
That's totally true, too.
Yeah.
If you don't take that shot, you will. You totally will. Let me...
or maybe you will regret it all your life.
Yeah, still. You were in my wife's, and I guess mine, because I've seen it so many times, favorite musical, Jesus Christ Superstar. Who did you play in that?
Pontius Pilate.
Wow.
Yeah, I was a bad guy.
Yeah. Well, now, were you in the touring company with Ted Neely and...
Carl Anderson. No, I didn't. Well, I wish I did it with those guys.
I saw that tour 5 times. Although Ted Neely, Jesus, spooky guy. I mean, not in a really bad way, but he said something that got into my head and I couldn't get rid of it. And it's there now. He said, I was interviewing him and he said, it's kind of weird, Danny. It's a lot of people when they pray see my face. And now, because my wife is like this Baptist, we say grace sometimes. Anytime anything religious happens to me, I think Ted Neely, and it's freaking me out, and I want it to stop.
Well, he's been playing Jesus just about as long as Jesus was alive.
Yeah, almost exactly. That's you know what? Yeah. Jesus lived to be 33. That's an amazing and weird thing.
Yeah. I'm glad I came in this morning.
Now, you know what I want to know?
Information.
I want to know any kind of cool story about Richard Harris. You were Lancelot in Camelot, right?
Yeah.
I saw Richard Harris on David.
He was a really interesting guy. He was one of my stage idols and screen idols, and it was my first big break working with him. So I took the opportunity. I tried to learn as much as I could from him, and every time I wasn't on stage, I'd watch him. And I learned a lot. I learned how to scream.
Yeah, he can do that. He told a story on Letterman just real quickly. He was getting a divorce from one of his wives, and he knew that he was being followed by one of her detectives. And he was out one night and he was so drunk he couldn't figure out where he was. So he called the detective's office and said, I'm really drunk, can you come get me and take me home? That's only a Richard Harris story. I'm going to take a quick break. When I come back, and only apparently Richard Harris can tell it, when we come back, I'm going to find out if all touring companies actually sleep together. Something I heard, I want to find out. 907, Big 105. Big 105, 911, Danny Bonaduce in the mornings. I'm not sure I can say this or not. I think their company, Third Eye Blind, that band right there, I think they're on Elektra Records, and I cannot program one song. I'm not allowed to. I just want to say that. They sent me the coolest gift basket when I first got here. I don't know if they were trying to bribe me or what, but it had boxing gloves and jump rope and a thermos. It's very cool, so thank you very much for sending me that. All right, we are back with...
what were they trying to tell you?
They want something, and it's cool. I don't mind. Robert Cuccioli is with us, and let me just say, Jekyll and Hyde is at the Plymouth Theater, 236 West 45th Street. Charge by phone, that's telecharge 212-239-6200. Let me do that again. 212-239-6200. Tickets on sale right now and through September. How long have you been doing this show?
Well, we are coming up to our 1-year anniversary on Broadway. But I've been doing it since December '94, so over 3 years.
That is so much, because you never think about that. When Donny Osmond was doing Technicolor Dreamcoat, that was a steady job for like 6 years for him or something.
That's a long time.
Do you like that? Do you like the steady work, or do you like the thrill of the hunt of looking to get another job on Broadway?
I like the adventure of going to something new. All the time, yeah.
See, I've turned the adventure into a total fear. Because my adventure of looking for something new lasted 11 years. And, that's a very long adventure. After a while, you really would like to eat something. But then again, I want to ask you about that. Do you have any plans to venture off into the movies? You seem to have movie star potential to me.
Well, thanks. I hope other people feel that way, too. I really do want to. It's a venue that I haven't really broken into too much, although I did just finish doing Woody Allen's new movie.
Which one? Deconstructing Harry or the one after that?
No, it's the one after that.
I'm a huge fan of his.
I think comes out in June. I don't know.
Wow,
so,
that's cool.
That was my big debut, and to work with a guy like him,
that's not a bad start.
Not at all.
Not a bad start. Okay, got to know this. Are you single?
Yeah.
You are?
Yeah, but
the hot stud guy on Broadway is single.
But I'm taken.
Dude, how good is your life? How good is your life? Hi, I'm really tall and handsome and can sing, and everybody loves me, and I'm single too. Wow, not bad. That must be great.
Can you see blushing on this thing?
I so want to be you. That's awesome. Are things really just wonderful right now? Not aside being single and being all that, but is your life just great? Are you real happy?
Yeah, I am. I mean, it's not easy. I mean, it's very hard work.
Yeah, I've heard.
And you have to keep all that in perspective, and sometimes just you wake up and you're like, I moan and groan, but then you say, man, look where I am.
Absolutely.
And you have to be really thankful for that, and I am very excited, and every day is really wonderful.
Well, cool. It was a pleasure for you. I mean, it was my pleasure for you to come in. Thank you very much.
It was mine, too.
Once again, Jekyll and Hyde, Plymouth Theater, 236 West 45th. Telecharge 212-239-6200. That's 212-239-6200. Thanks again. It was a pleasure.
Thanks, Danny. It's good to be here.
I'm looking at 9:14. You want to take a look at the weather with Heather? Go ahead.
All right, it's going to be cloudy this morning. Rain and sleet coming this afternoon. Some snow north and west of the city. Highs around 40. Tonight, very windy. There's a coastal flood watch and high wind advisory in effect. Lows around 35. More wind and rain tomorrow, and a high of 40. Right now, Midtown, 40 degrees on New York's new Big 105.
In the mornings on Big 105, it is 9:20. Is anybody else noticing a theme going on around here? The guests are getting cuter and cuter by the minute.
Hey, you're doing
the
well.
Perez family, way too cute for their own good. Both of them. That's the cutest little family I ever saw. Then Cuccioli comes in here, all like Mr. You know what he should do? Pirate movies.
Yes.
Okay, good. Because the second it came out of my mouth, I thought that was the gayest thing. You should be you just dress up like a pirate for me. I don't really care. Just be a pirate just for me, which is okay. I don't mind. But he should. Should he be a swashbuckler?
Yeah, definitely.
And now we have Jane Vargas in the room from FX Cable's Back Chat, and you're a journalist, so it might be inappropriate for me to say to you. So I will. So hot, really cute lady reporter person right here. So we will
Never
take
inappropriate compliments.
Well, we'll take a quick break and get some music going for you because we've been real chatty, and then we'll be back. You're listening to Big 105.
When it comes to buying ski and snowboard equipment and clothing, not all sales are bargains. Because if you end up with lousy equipment, even at 80% off, you're still wasting your money, not to mention your time. That's why you should come to Ski Barn. Right now, Ski Barn is having a sale on all the really good stuff. Save 20 to 50% off the newest ski clothing from top manufacturers. That's right, up to 50% off. You'll also save up to 50% off on the latest ski and snowboard equipment, including complete ski packages starting at just $249. At Ski Barn, you'll find phenomenal savings on this season's hottest stuff. From Technica, Nordica, Lang, Burton, Solomon, Rossignol, Vocal, Dynastar, Marker, and K2. You'll also get personal attention from real ski and snowboard experts. And Ski Barn will even mount your new purchase while you wait. And at Ski Barn, you get something else, too. It's their guarantee that if what you choose isn't just right for you, you can exchange it for something that is. Ski Barn, the right stuff at the right price. Located in Paramus, Little Falls, and West Windsor, New Jersey.
Now listen to this. The most powerful winter event is going on now. That's right. Princeton Ski Shop's Giant Stadium Ski Show and Sale is going on right now. And there's never been anything like it. Imagine the Giants football stadium packed with the finest ski, snowboard, and winter wear equipment and accessories, inline skates, and now even a huge golf section. And everything's reduced to liquidation prices. $200 ski pants for only $19.95. Winter parkas for only $29.95. Solomon quad bindings regularly $180, now just $59.95. 100% silk thermals sold for $60, now just $9.95. Plus more. $100 insulated overalls for only $19.95. Choose from thousands of skis and snowboards and get free Hunter Mountain lift tickets and more. $200 rollerblade TRS skates for only $69.95. And now for the first time ever, save up to 50, 60, even 70% off on over $1 million of golf equipment and accessories. Only at Princeton's Giant Stadium Ski, Snowboard, and Winterwear Sale. Open until midnight every night. Free admission. For information, call 1-800-ALL-SKIS.
Appearing tonight live, Jekyll.
Danny Bonaduce in the morning, and the best music mix of the 80s and 90s on New York's new Big 105.
Danny Bonaduce in the mornings on Big 105. I'm sitting here off the air doing an interview. Kind of cool. That's what I love about New York City. That's one of the many things I love about New York City is... you know, once you've done the paper a couple of times in Michigan, you're pretty much done with the media. You know, this is just, I got movie stars dropping by, TV hosts just walking in. This is a cool town. Anyway, you would be Jane, am I pronouncing it correctly? Vargas?
Fergus.
Fergus.
Yeah,
I thought I spelled it with the F, but pronounced it with the V because I was afraid. And you are the host of Back Chat?
Back Chat, right? It's on the FX network.
I loved your morning show.
You did.
Fox Thing in the Morning? I thought that was, is that what it's called?
It was called Fox After Breakfast.
Fox After Breakfast. I thought that was a really clever show.
Yeah,
it was.
But now I'm in here, so it could still be on and I don't know.
No, it's gone.
Oh, it was great. I really enjoyed that. And what's his face? Boy, I have such good information. Remember that show, whatever it was called? And what's his face, the host? He's really good at whatever it was he does. And the puppet? Enjoyed the puppet.
Whatever his name was.
Enjoyed the puppet. Yeah, I have no idea. What was the puppet's name?
Bob the Puppet.
Who came up with the idea of a puppet on a morning show host?
Our 2 executive producers. And, I thought it was a pretty good idea.
I bet it was very funny, but I mean, that's got to be a hard sell. You've got, what's the stud guy's name with the hair on the Today Show?
Matt Lauer.
You've got that guy. Well, I think, let's see, how can we go with a fight for that? I got it, Bob the Puppet. Let's go with Bob the Puppet for a romantic lead. So what kind of story are you doing today? Are you doing a story on this radio station or on me or what?
On you and your hello to New York City.
Well, we've been doing the interview off the air a little bit. How am I doing so far?
You're doing great.
Am I really?
You were very open. You were a great subject to interview.
I'm glad I'm doing there. JP, would you like to tell about the phone call you just answered?
Well, we just had a young lady who decided that she really wasn't liking, and she couldn't even get your name right. She was calling you Danny that Danny guy. She wasn't liking
Not
it.
a big fan. Not a big fan of the show. So you can't win them all, but it's been actually a very nice response.
Well, welcome to New York, and congratulations on the show. It's great.
Thank you very much. I appreciate it. Let's take a look at weather.
All right, Danny, it's going to be cloudy this morning. We got rain and sleet coming later this afternoon. Highs around 40. You may see some snow north and west of the city tonight. It's going to stay windy, more rain and sleet, and lows around 35. More wind and wet stuff coming tomorrow, and a high of 40. Right now in Midtown, 40 degrees on New York's new Big 105.
Danny Bonaduce, it is 9:43. Danny Bonaduce in the mornings on Big 105. So that is very interesting what you've got right there. Turn your microphone. What do you have for me there?
Well, I have a sample Mensa test because you made a comment that Sharon Stone has a 152 IQ.
I did not make this comment. I made a response.
Denial.
No, wait. I back up the statement. But I asked the lady from USA Today not to print it, and she wouldn't. She said, I've got something off the internet here from, I believe it's from an old insurance policy from a movie I did. To do this movie, anything over 6 weeks on a movie, you have to get a doctor's okay, and one from a psychiatrist, or at least you did at that point. And the psychiatrist gave me an IQ test, and somewhere, somebody got what the doctor said it is. That is the only time I've ever seen it, but it keeps coming up.
So you said you have a higher IQ than Sharon Stone, who's 152, who's in Mensa.
Yes.
So I brought you a Mensa test.
And I'm not in Mensa. I've gone to one meeting. Like, all right, gimme. Go ahead.
We'll start off with an easy one. If a circle is 1, how many is an octagon?
If a circle is 1, an octagon is 8.
That's right.
All right, I've won. Thank you very much. Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen. All right, I will tell you on the IQ test they gave me, I remember one of it was, if a train is heading into a tunnel on one set of tracks, the tunnel is 1.5 miles long, the train is going 113 miles an hour. From the opposite side of a tunnel, the train is doing 60 miles an hour on the same set of tracks. How long? And at that point I interrupted and said 3 seconds. And he said, till what? And I said, till I fired the engineers. And he actually gave me a really high score just for being cute. So it's easy to manipulate. It is 9:45. We'll take a quick break. Dave Bonaduce in the morning on Big 105.
Attention moms, dads, and grandparents. Bring the kids to the Kids USA Expo at the Garden State Exhibit Center. Exit 10 off I-287 Somerset this Saturday and Sunday. Live on stage, see PBS's The Puzzle Place, featuring Leon, Kiki, Julia, and Sky. Also Juggle and Train and Peanut Butter and Jammin'. Live animals and a great petting zoo. Bounce around on the moonwalk and visit with Chucky of TV's Rugrats and Arnold of Hey Arnold. Other fun things for the kids, including educational displays, arts and crafts, play areas, and demonstrations. Shoot for prizes at the New Jersey Nets GMC Hoop Zone. And be sure to see Ronald McDonald and face painting by the cast of the Broadway show Cats on Saturday. All this and more at the Kids USA Expo Garden State Exhibit Center. Exit 10 off I-287 Somerset. Opens at 9 a.m. Saturday and Sunday. For information, call 1-800-332-EXPO. That's 800-332-EXPO. And check their website, macevents.com.
Give me a jumbo popcorn, a box of chocolate puffy doos, and some minty num-nums.
Every week, movie patrons eat millions of pounds of snacks, and nobody brings a toothbrush.
Can I get extra butter on that?
Chew on this. Foods like candies and nachos can lead to cavities.
Excuse me.
Move it.
Pardon me. Get by here.
Now chew on this. Chewing Trident after snacks can actually help stop cavities from forming.
Oops.
Hey!
Jeez. Sorry.
So when you can't brush, chew on this. Trident.
WNSR New York.
This Valentine's Day, give a gift that won't be seen in every storefront or stockpiled on shelves. Why not turn last year's response of "that's nice" to this year's response, "I love it"? Call 1-800-I-LOVE-IT extension 105 and order a personalized teddy bear made exclusively for your Valentine. You'll melt your heart because you kept it personal, romantic, and fun. Only 1-800-I-LOVE-IT teddy bears are dressed in a custom sweater that includes your sweetheart's name or personal message. This patented process is so unique that each sweater is made one at a time. You're sure to score big this Valentine's Day with your 1-800-I-LOVE-IT large teddy bear, starting at $29.95 plus shipping and handling. So whether you're looking to keep the passion burning, rekindle some old flames, or create a special moment, call right now. 1-800-I-LOVE-IT extension 105 and let the romance begin. That's 1-800-I-LOVEIT. Make it a Valentine's to remember. Call 1-800-I-LOVE-IT and don't forget to mention extension 105.
Danny Bonaduce in the morning, and the best music mix of the 80s and 90s on New York's new Big 105.
Thanks for the call, Tat.
Thank you.
Let's go to Lisa on line 3. How you doing, Lisa?
Hi, how you doing?
Very good. You got a workout partner you want to share with us?
Roseanne Barr.
Now, why Roseanne Barr?
She will make me look like a beauty queen.
Now, hold on. I'm going to conference you with another caller. Are you a single woman?
Yes, I am.
Because let's see if this man is single. This is Jimmy on line 6. Jimmy.
Yeah.
I'd like you to meet Lisa, by the way. Lisa, Jimmy, Lisa.
Hi, Jimmy.
Hi, Lisa. How are you?
Good, how are you?
Okay.
Okay, I'll be enough of that, kids. All right, Jimmy, who did you say you'd like to see working out with you?
I actually said Roseanne, too.
What do you know? What do you want, Roseanne?
And why is that?
Well, I figured she'd take John Gooden with her, and I'd feel like a Greek god next to them.
Yeah.
I'm going to give you guys both tickets tonight to go see Bruce Willis.
Oh, great.
And that way, I'll give you both a pair so you can go with other people. But if you are as meant for each other as I think you are, you guys can hook up tonight. And it's from some of our good friends at the Planet Hollywood Music Series. You can go see Bruce Willis and the Accelerators, okay?
Wow, that's really cool. I'll tell my wife.
Cool. Oh, that didn't... hold on. That didn't work out all that well for me. I've got 2 more calls. Let's take them. I believe we've got Nina. Hi, Nina.